Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. What's up? I having my soup. You see, yesterday I made my Lenten soup. Yes, so I wake up this morning. Today is the next day, and I wake up this morning and I'm having myself the next rest of my Lenten soup, and I'm enjoying it more. It look like the more you put the soup down, the more it tastes better, because this morning it tastes better than how it did taste yesterday, and yesterday it was real good. So this morning it's extra good, extra good. So I dare having the soup, and I thinking yesterday I see an article on Facebook stating about a 17-year-old girl who died from asthma attack and negligent. That's what the word is, right? From the hospital. And it take me back to couple years couple years back when I was small. I think I was around 12, 13. I'm not sure, but I remember I was in Jamaica, and I have a cousin who suffer from asthma. And listen to me, guys, it's not a nice thing. It's not a nice thing gasping for breath, looking for breath. And as I say, you doesn't know what a other person feeling or going through until you're in that situation where your breath feel like it leaving your body, and you have to use a pump to get back that breath inside you, to get that oxygen. And I watching this mother on Facebook, and she was crying. All mother will cry. If you have a child or if you have children, you will know the feeling of motherhood. Like, to see your child die in your hands, a lot of people won't or would not want to experience that. I myself, I would never want to experience that. Never, 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 never. I don't think I could deal with that. But our daughter died in her hand. Listen, when people go by when you go by the emergency room, when you go by the doctor, in this day and time, I remember growing up in Jamaica, when we go by Chapelton Hospital, it was free. Free, free, free. You just go. Dentist is free, doctor is free, everything is free in that little hospital in Chapelton. Nowadays, when you're sick and you go to the doctor and you're feeling a pain and you go to the doctor, the first thing they asking you is for insurance, for your medical insurance. And I find that is wrong, because you have a lot of people who cannot afford medical insurance, but they sick and they need attention, right? And you as a doctor, you as a nurse, you would rather to see somebody die than give it them that service. When you look into it now, you can see money is the root of everything in this life. And it go back to Jamaica with my cousin T. I'm going to put her name as T. I have two cousins, names start with T, but this one, they will know themselves different. TT, let me put it as TT, because our last name is T also, start with T also. And she was small, and I remember my grandmother take her. She was living in May Pen, and my grandmother is a woman. She take all our grandchildren. She never leave none of us out. All grandchildren raised inside that yard. And she take her, and I remember one Saturday morning, the asthma take tea, and when the asthma take tea, her eyes was turning over. She was gasping for breath. I don't know if she remember. And I remember I get so frightened, so frightened. At that time, it was just me, she, and my uncle at home. And her mother lived at a place you call Orange River, Bryansville, Orange River, somewhere around there. But our mother was living with her because she was living with my grandmother. And I remember, sorry, the asthma take her, and I did not know what to do. I tell you, I did not know what to do. I tried giving her the pump, tell her to take the pump, tell her to take the pump. I remember in that time they did have these big phone, these cable and wireless big phone. And I remember I take the phone and I call her mother and I tell her mother, and her mother sent her stepfather to come and pick her up to bring her by the Chapelton Hospital. But when you see somebody have asthma and it take them, it's very, very, very terrifying. You understand? You can feel, if you dare at the same time, you can feel what the person going through. I have another cousin, not cousin, my nephew also have asthma, and whenever time the asthma take him, see, they have to take him to get the oxygen to put over his nose and to get it. And I thinking like, listen, these people are so neglectful in this hospital. I don't know if these nurses does bring all the problems they have at home to go inside somebody's job, to go inside the hospital, to be at the front desk. I don't know if they go with the problem or the world on top of their head, but sometimes the way how they does deal with people is unbelievable. It's ridiculous. And I know if I was a nurse and somebody come at the hospital and I tell the person I doesn't have a bed to put them on, to give them a little bit of oxygen, and that person die in the long run, I would have that on my shoulder. Because listen, even if you don't have a hospital bed and you see a child, a 17-year-old, she's still a child, sick, you have children at home, you have family, and you see that child dying on the mother, and you don't try to take a chair, put that chair in a corner and just give that child a little bit of oxygen so that child could survive. Come on, man. And it's not only Jamaica doing this, is all over the world. The only place I see I ever go and get medical attention like this and that without no insurance is in the state. But when it come on to the Caribbean, the only thing they think about, the only thing this doctor think about is money. Money, 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 money. You don't have an insurance, you will die. Because they will see the person first with the insurance and see you after. You understand? And I find that is wrong, because in any situation and you're sick and you go by the doctor, or you go by the emergency room, or you go by the hospital, I think you're supposed to have first priority of them. Once you say you feeling a pain somewhere, you're feeling a pain, you're feeling sick, you're feeling bad, I think they should be able to look after you. And then after, they ask you if you have insurance, and if you don't have insurance, they work out a plan where how you can pay them, you can come back and pay them. Because in this time now, not everybody have the money to go by the doctor, to see the doctor. You understand? And I feel so bad for that mother that is grieving for her daughter, because believe you me, she say every time she lay down, she see her daughter in front of her. She say even when she die and they coming inside the room, she gets so angry. She tell them, wanna go in, because they coming for the daughter to go and put the daughter in the morgue because she passed away. But it's terrible, and I think the government of Jamaica, the government of all the Caribbeans, they need to look into this, because they sit down inside their house because they well have insurance, because they name government. As soon as they're sick, they go by the doctor, they get first preference, they look after them. But what happened to the poor people in this world that cannot afford to go by the hospital, that cannot afford medication what you doing for them? What you doing for them? How are you going to make these people died because they doesn't have the proper facility, so you call it word? Yeah, you're going to make they die, or you're going to help them? Come on, man, people, no need to do better. That's why I tell everybody every day, you need to exercise, you need to eat right, you need to try to make your body stay up, because once your body go down and you see you have to go by that doctor or that emergency room, you will die if you doesn't have this insurance they asking for. You understand? And I find that wrong. But I tell you guys, all we have to do is just to pray. Last night I go to my bed, I doesn't know this lady, but I was just praying and asking God to give her comfort, because losing a child is not easy. Give her comfort, give her strength, because trust me, our whole world supposed to be tearing apart right about now, because I have kids and I know, God forbid something happen, I will die. Honestly to God, I will die. I don't feel like I will be able to go on. You understand? And we as a nation, we need to pray for people like this. You understand? Untimely death. Untimely death. 17-year-old, and your life just taken from you, and maybe they could have saved you, maybe they could have saved you, but at least try to help. Sometimes you go into these business place and you tell these people morning, the way how they answer you is like you're begging them to tell you morning. And we need to stop. We need to stop, and we need to help each other. Anyway, guys, I have to finish to drink my Lenten soup. It's so good. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember to pray and ask God for his protection and his guidance. Pray for your family. Pray for everybody. Even people who you say is the enemy, pray for them. Because you never know when you will in that situation and you need a helping hand. You never know. This is life. Your flit's making a lot of noise. This is life, guys. Once you live in, once you have breath, there's certain things you just have to go through. That's why I say we have to put God first. We have to, because we never know. Anyway, guys, bye.